everybody. So I got my fruit punch in hand, and yes, we are on Necker Island. And as you can tell, the wind is pumping. This is gonna be the location for the Bvi Kite Jam, March 1st to 5th on Sir Richard Branson's Necker Island. And I don't know, man, I gotta tell you, life here is pretty tough. We got a pool here, we got cabanas, we got a bar. I'm enjoying a little fruit punch. And you know, I don't know, I could get used to this life. I could kind of hang out, sit on one of my little cabanas here. I don't know. I'm enjoying this time while I can, because I gotta be honest, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to afford to come and stay here. I think the room's rent for a week, starting at 26,000, so you know, it's a little bit out of my price range, but cheers. Hey everybody, welcome to Dive Zero, the BVI channel. I'm hanging out with Sir Richard Branson. Richard?
I could just talk to you.
Thanks for hanging out. So, where are we?
Well, we are on Necker Island in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. Every part of the British Virgin Islands is absolutely and utterly gorgeous. But this part is even more gorgeous than every other part.
You've been coming out to this place for a long time, the BVI?
I've been coming here since I was 26 years old, which is a long time ago, when I was trying to persuade this lovely lady to come and be my wife. She was going out with somebody else. So I thought, well, if I pretend I want to buy an island in the BVI, maybe she'll come along down. And somehow it worked. And we ended up falling in love with this beautiful island, falling in love with each other, and having an island and having some children. And anyway, we lived happily ever after.
She made the right choice, obviously.
Of course. I wouldn't necessarily say she would agree with you every day, but 32 years later, we're still happy.
Any secrets?
Yeah, I mean, were any secrets? I think we were completely in love with each other when it started, which I think helps, because at least that gives it a chance. And I think a little bit of give and take, you know, like with and I think having two lovely children have sort of helped bind us together. And I think living in a place like this also helps. We're not going to be stupid enough to mess it up. So.
Absolutely. Does she spend a lot of time out here with you?
Yeah, I mean, the kids have really grown up here, and Joan's here most of the time. We now live here, which is. You know, the idea of living in a city I couldn't bear. The idea of sitting in traffic jams I couldn't bear. So, and then I go off from here and check out the Virgin Empire around the world, so I'm out traveling quite a lot too.
Yeah, right on. So you get a lot of guests out here, people renting out the island, and a lot of water sports, more specifically kiteboarding, right?
Yeah, I mean, kiteboarding I suspect is now my favourite sport. I've been doing it for about 6 or 7 years, and yeah, we were just at the bar the other day, and we thought we just kite surf from Anegada to Necker, and we thought, hey, this could be a great sport. Why don't we set up an annual event where, you know, BVI's beautiful sailing, kiting is sailing. It looks beautiful, lovely for people to watch it. Great to you know, to actually participate in it as well. So we've got this Bvi Kite Jam now, which hopefully go on year after year now.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a good event. We're going to be out there March 1st to 5th,
Great.
hanging out again. What was it like hanging out with Sid Vicious? That's what I wanted to know.
He wasn't as vicious as his name suggested. He was, all the Sex Pistols were sort of quite meek and mild boys, actually. And Sid sadly got, messed up on heroin and sort of lived up to his name the way he died and everything. But the Sex Pistols, it was great fun. I mean, it was tremendous to put their music out. Music, I know some people will say music. Anyway, but it really propelled Virgin Records, our record label, into super stardom, and it helped us attract the Rolling Stones and Genesis and Culture Club and lots of other really good bands as a result of signing the Sex Pistols.
That was the beginning of the road. I was reading once that you were talking about business and creative passion and how not the secret, but one of the reasons you were so successful is that you were doing things that you were passionate about. How important is that? I mean, is creative passion, creative drive more important than business, than to make money? What do you think?
100% more important. I mean, anybody can add up numbers and subtract numbers. The only way those numbers are going to actually add up and make sense is if you've created something really special. So a good entrepreneur is not a businessman. A good entrepreneur is somebody who's creating, a beautiful piece of, art or, something really special. Take Necker Island. I mean, you try to create something where you've got everything, every little detail right. So it's, the best island in the world. It's not just, another island. And if you get everything right, then hopefully there'll be more pluses than minuses at the end of the year, and therefore what you created will continue to exist. But so people who think about going into business to make money generally will fall flat on their faces.
And you've created something pretty nice here.
I'm biased, but it's apart from the fact that where we're sitting there's no wind and we're beginning to drench.
And where I'm sitting, my butt's on fire. So, Richard, I would like to say thank you for sitting with us.
Thank you for showing your interest in coming over. And I don't know why you're going back to Vancouver. You should just stay down here.
Well, I was looking for job postings on Monster and Workopolis, but I didn't see anything for Necker Island. So I mean, if there's an opening, I could be the rake guy. I don't know. I could do whatever.
I like the girls. I don't know. Would I really want to take?
You haven't seen me in a skirt, man. I can look pretty good. I'll get up and dance. Next time we hang out, we'll get on there.
Let's get the skirt on then.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
All right, cheers. Nice to see you.
It's no coincidence we're at the Bitter End Yacht Club for the last day of our adventure. Although the ending is not bitter, it's so sweet. We spent the last 5 days hanging out in the British Virgin Islands. That's right. We were invited here by the British Virgin Island Tourism Board for a press release for Bvi Kite Jam that takes place March 1st to 5th. It is going to be crazy, and we had an opportunity to hang out with a group of journalists from all over the world, writers, photographers. It was amazing. And we'd just like to take a moment to thank the Bvi Tourism Board, Cape Air, Sunsail. Those are just a few of the sponsors. I'd also like to thank Sir Richard Branson. He's one of the hosts for the Bvi Kite Jam that takes place March 1st to 5th. So, if you're looking for a reason to get away from the cloudy, miserable weather that's got you down, the place to be is the BVI, March 1st to 5th. See you then.